Eyes would be gray for me if I didn't have you. Each hour a day for me if I didn't have you. I sang of true love and I played guitars, then found a new love 'neath tropical stars. Sweet songs of spring were sung, and music was never so gay. You told me you loved me when we were young one day.
We think of today, we've got people like Tony Bennett, Michael Bublé, Harry Connick Jr. and Jamie Cullen, and all of them are also self-confessed Al Bowlly fans and acknowledge his influence. But let's listen to what some other people have said, including Ray himself. And incidentally, I forgot to mention, of course, who I am. For anybody who doesn't know who I am, I'm Terry Brown, a writer for Memory Lane magazine, and I hope you've read some of my bits and pieces over the years, on occasions. Anyway, back to where I was. Ray Pallett noted that billed as the ambassador of song, Al Bowlly was the first singer to use the microphone and amplification to project his own personality, and I think that's a key aspect of Bowley's talent. He was not just a singer, he was a performer, somebody who interpreted the lyrics, who sold the song, who understood what he was singing about, and hit people's hearts and their heartstrings. He was hailed in our own press as the all-conquering Al Bowlly, and of course he was the first British popular singer to form a solo variety act. He was the first to be invited to have a solo spot on the BBC, and he was the first British singer to be invited to America to perform. So lots of accolades and lots of firsts as far as Al Bowlly is concerned, and that must be at least one reason why the plaque has been installed. But let's hear also from Howard Spencer of the Blue Plaques team at English Heritage. Now what he said was in justification of the plaque, and this is part of the argument that was put forward to have it installed in fact, Bowlly is widely regarded as the premier singer of the dance band era in Britain. At a time when most vocal work was uncredited, he developed a considerable public profile and did much to raise the status of singers in popular music, to the extent that he has been described as Britain's first pop star. His voice has become synonymous with the band era of the 1930s, featuring regularly in films and on television, and Bowley's been the subject of a number of biographies, multiple reissues on CD, a fan club. The Al Bowlly Circle, in fact, was founded in 1968. There's been a touring musical called Melancholy Baby, sadly one I haven't seen, but there we are. Roy Hutt, who unfortunately couldn't be here today, he was due, but sadly he can't make it. But he wrote that Bowley had a style that was very much his own, instantly recognisable, and a way with a lyric that made the most ordinary song something special. As Peter Wallace, who is here, of the Golden Age of British Dance Band's Facebook page puts it, and I think this is really apt. What he says is that we now have, that's all Bowley fans, we now have a permanent memorial in London to cherish and celebrate his life, and I think that is the case. Now some people have come up to me and said, but it only says singer, which is perfectly true. But that's partly to do with some of the restrictions that apply at English Heritage. The purpose of the plaques is to identify the main field in which the person who's you're being told about succeeded. And of course, Al Bowlly was a singer. I mean, Ray and I nagged and argued at English Heritage to get things like, we said it should be supreme song stylist, or singer and musician at least, but unfortunately we just got stuck with a singer. And partly it's because English Heritage want people to wander down the road, see a blue plaque, and see, singer, ooh, I wonder who that was, and then make the effort to find out about that person and take an interest themselves. So, you know, it's singer. And I think the same appellation appears on both Al McCogan's blue plaque and I think Elizabeth Welsh's. So Al's in reasonably good company. As far as British dance band plaques concerned, it's third really, as far as British dance band personalities is concerned. There's one for Ambrose, there's one for Henry Hall, and now there's one for Al. Good, isn't it?
Here we are with Brother, Can You Spare a Dime?
One, two, one.
Once I built a railroad, made it run, made it race against time. Once I built a railroad, now it's done. Brother, can you spare a dime? Once I built a tower up to the sun, ring and rivet and line. Once I built a tower, now it's done. Brother, can you spare a dime? Once in tacky suits, my feet we look swell, all full of that Yankee doodly-dum. 500,000 boots went slugging through hell, and I was the kid with a drum. Say, don't you remember they called me Al?